Hey, everybody, this is your host, Nevin Gusak of the Politically Homeless podcast. Sorry, I just had my mind was slipping, so I just wanted to redo this live stream, make it a lot quicker and less rambling. So I'm going to delete the other one when I'm done with this. Um, just wanted to announce that I finally posted my first article, or really paper, from my newsletter on Substack, which is called Wilderness of Mirrors. That's the publication title. And the subtitle is Piercing the Veil of Corruption and Strategic Deception. It's a pretty descriptive title of what I'm going to be discussing. And the first article, or really paper, that I wrote is really a condensed version of my last book, which was Turning the Page, my evolution from conservatism to radical civic nationalism. And I wanted to write a condensed version of that book called What is Radical Civic Nationalism? An Introduction. And of course, I discuss what it is. No, it's not fascism. It's civic nationalism. It's nothing to do with race or anything. Anybody who knows anything about me, especially who knows me personally or has seen my private, non-political social media, knows that's obviously not the case. So I just put that caveat out there. I dropped the link in this video, linking the Substack page. I'm going to be writing about a variety of topics. I could list a few about the how the Cold War never really truly ended and how Russia really never disappeared from being a threat. I'll be talking about, of course, its alliance with China. I'm going to be talking about, why I'm not a communist, why I oppose communism, why I oppose fascism and National Socialism. I'm going to be writing about my critiques of capitalism, but more of a Reaganomics type of capitalism with, or market fundamentalism or neoliberalism, whatever you want to call it, but within the framework that I want to save capitalism and I want to obviously improve the system, our constitutional system that we have right now, and because it has many great features, but it also is fraught with problems and challenges. So I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about why we shouldn't be aligning with Vietnam. I'm going to be talking about how or really my position on Russia's conflict with Ukraine and what it means for Europe. And it's not anti-Ukrainian, obviously. I do take into account the non-interventionist arguments, but I do contend that Russia poses a threat to Europe through psychological warfare and military threats and influence operations. I'm going to be also writing some historical articles too about the the German-Soviet alliance during the interwar period, 1920s, 1930s, early 1940s. I'm going to be talking about the battle and intellectual divides between neo-Nazi movements and the American conservatives and Republicans and libertarianism. I'm going to be talking about also the quote-unquote socialism or collectivism of the various European collaborationist governments and movements and how Germany wanted to create its own quote socialist order in Europe. I'm going to be talking about also in a paper series called Myths of the Day, which is going to be piercing a lot of these revisionist history that the New Left has propounded, like, for example, how the United States forced the Sandinistas and the Cubans into the arms of the Soviets, for example. I'm going to be tearing apart that myth. I'm going to be tearing apart the myths surrounding Mao Zedong's takeover of China. I'm going to be talking about also how a lot of these right-wing, quote-unquote, anti-communist dictators are not conservatives and not proponents of free enterprise, how they actually are big government collectivists, if I want to use the kind of libertarianish term. And I'm going to be talking about that because there are a lot of conservatives, even when I was in the John Birch Society, that wrote these sort of myth pieces saying that Somoza, Batista, Trujillo were great leaders. They were proponents of free enterprise capitalism and constitutional government. And no. So I'm going to be talking about that and how they, for varying reasons, did double dealing with our geopolitical enemies during the Cold War, too. We're going to be talking about woke capitalism. We're going to be talking about why the advocates of wokeism, at least the moderate ones, not the crazy ones, should reject communism, because communist states as they exist are actually very ruthless and actually hate LGBTQ plus people and can be very quite racist, particularly against non-white, non-Caucasian individuals. So we're going to be talking about that too. Maybe we can try and break away some of these people to maybe, I know it's a dream world, a more patriotic position, or get them to have second thoughts about Marxism and socialism. I'm going to be talking about a variety of topics. I'm going to have my critiques of capitalism, while not obviously with the purpose of totally undermining it, but actually pointing out its severe weaknesses and flaws and how we can improve it. So I'm going to be discussing that. So there's a lot of articles coming down the pipeline. I'm going to be writing a report card on Republican-held Florida, the things I agree with and the things that I disagree with, and also about some of the candidates for office and top political personalities. I have some notes in the work on Joe Biden, Donald Trump, as well as Senator Bernie Sanders. So again, I dropped the link in this video. Be sure to subscribe. I still got to set some things up, so bear with me. Get upset if things are a little messy or screwy. Again, thank you so much. I got 2 likes and I have some people listening. Thank you so much for listening and liking this video. Be sure to spread this to your friends, your family members, people who are either open-minded and might not agree with me, but they might find my work interesting and worthwhile to read, or people that in your family, friends circles, political circles that agree with me. So make sure you spread it on social media, word of mouth, wherever you can do it. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Be safe. A belated happy birthday. Happy 4th of July to the United States of America, the country that we all love. Thank you very much. God bless.